weird like going live, right? Because I'm used to when I do my videos, the camera being turned to the side. But for some reason, when you go live, the camera gotta be straight up and it looks weird. It seems like I'm all up in the up in the video. Let me go back a little bit. All right, that's better. Because at first it seemed like I was all up in here. What's up, y'all? Tasha checking in with another video, and I'm live. Y'all do not understand. I have been trying to upload part 2 of Love After Lockup review, and y'all, it has been war. I have been trying to do it for like 2 days. I pre-recorded the video, been trying to upload it. For some reason, when I get ready to upload it, it's going real slow. It's not working out. And I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm over it. It was able to let me do part 1, but part 2 has been a chore. So this video is going to be geared towards part 2 of last week's episode of Love After Lockup, season 5, episode 5, Rome Isn't Where the Heart Is. Okay, if it's your first time jumping into my video, welcome to the Redefine Me channel. Go ahead and like it and comment and subscribe to the channel so that you can get all of my content, my shorts, the whole now. We have a good time over here. I am new to the YouTube streets, but my channel is growing so organically and I love it. Shout out to all my 95 subscribers. Yay! And that may seem small to somebody else, but let me tell you something. Everything started small. Everyone that had an idea for a business, everyone that's now a multi-millionaire, billionaire had to start somewhere, y'all. So I am not discouraged because of small beginnings. I actually love small beginnings because you can look back once you arrive to a certain status and be like, oh my God, I remember when, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's get started with these couples, y'all. So if you watched my part 1, I already did Britney and Key Rocks, right? And if you didn't watch the part 1, go to the part 1, watch that, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, let me know if y'all was feeling me, if I was on point, if y'all wasn't feeling it, if I wasn't on point, whatever you want to respond to on that video, just keep it really classy, keep it cute, and respond in the way that you want to respond. So we're going to get on with these next couples, y'all. And if y'all do not watch Love After Lockup, right, get into it. It comes on Fridays at 9 p.m. on WeTV. And if you do not have WeTV, you can go on YouTube and you can search Love After Lockup and it will come up. Like that Friday when they drop it, if you wait till like 11 or 12 o'clock, you can search it. It'll come up. If you wait the next day, you can search it. It'll come up. But the show, I've been rocking with this show since the beginning. I love the show. And I said, why not go ahead and review it, right? And so I think from this point out for my reviews for the week, because this is the only show I review, I'm going to go ahead and just do it live because every week it seems like I'm trying to upload these videos and then it gets to Wednesday and it's like I still don't have it done. And so I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just go live. Okay. So y'all, I'm going to fix my lighting real quick. I know y'all probably like, what the heck is going on? The lighting that works for me. All right. What y'all think? Sorry about the change of the lighting, but I'm just trying to get the lighting that I feel works for me. I feel like this kind of calmer lighting is great for me. Yeah, I really do need to go get glasses, right? And I had gotten my eyes checked and I need glasses for reading and stuff like that. But sometimes them brighter lights be affecting the whole, you know, everything about me. So let's get started. All right, y'all. So we're going to get started with Renika and Asanta, right? Listen, I'm tired of Renika and Asanta, okay? Renika is just right now on TV looking foolish. Now, I know they pre-recorded this season a year in advance. So they already recorded it. These people has probably gone on with their lives. They doing something else. And we are just now getting it, right? But at the same time, we're responding in real time, okay? And what I see in real time, she's running around Georgia right now looking crazy, okay? So it opens up, right? She's KC, she had a private detective, right? So she's in the car with KC, and KC has found the hotel where Asanta and Auntie, which we found out earlier on, that Auntie is actually his girlfriend, okay? Renika knows this and everything, and she's still trying to search for this man and find out why he ditching her and how the relationship's going to be and all of that. If a guy told me bump that. Before he came out, let's go back to that. Before he came out and she got on the phone with Auntie, and Auntie told her straight up, point blank, period, that I'm the girlfriend, baby, I would not be still sitting in the parking lot. I wouldn't still be getting a Santa or whatever. I would not have paid a bond. I would have revoked that. He would have been back in jail, the whole nine. Like, why are you still dealing with him running around on TV looking crazy? And it's just really ridiculous. She looks a mess, right? Literally a mess though, because when we see Renika, y'all, woo, she still got that green wig on, right? The wig is gone through a lot. Like the wig not even green no more. It's like a blonde. It's almost like the longer she keeps it on, the green is starting to melt away or something. That wig has been through the fire, y'all. That wig is the worst. She still got this wig on. She got bags under her eyes, enough to carry groceries. She looked like she hasn't slept. Even when she said part of her confessional, she said some mumbo jumbo stupid stuff. And she said she didn't even know what she was saying. She looked like she has just been out here. She looked like she got on Rainbow's Finest. She just looks the worst, okay? The absolute worst. She looks crazy. And she's up here running around after this dude for what? So she drove in the car with Casey. They riding over to the hotel and everything. And they get to the hotel. Casey says he's gonna park in the back and he's gonna go inside and figure out what floor and room Asanta is on. Okay. So he goes and he does that, right? Renika's sitting in the car and she decides to call her daughters. She gets on the phone and she calls the daughters. But before we get to her talking to the daughters, Casey is inside. And if y'all notice, I'm looking down. I do take notes for the show. I like to take notes so I can keep myself on talking points and on track. So Casey is at the front desk and he is talking to the front desk agent, supervisor, or whoever the person was. And he's like, yeah, hey, how you doing? He walks in, he says, do you have an Asanta, blah, blah, blah. First of all, why in the world would you come into a hotel and ask for Asanta, right? Asanta is a convict. He would not have a room under his name. So why didn't you ask for Auntie's name or whoever it was that you talked to or was texting? Maybe he don't know her name. I don't know. But I think that part was staged a little bit because of the mere fact that he went in and asked for Asanta. Asanta does not have a credit card, nothing. He don't have nothing going on, right? So he went in anyway. We roll in with what they show us. So he asked for Asanta. The agent was like, I can't give you that information. I cannot tell you if this person is here and what floor he's on, what room he's on, the whole night. I cannot tell y'all none of that. Hold on, y'all, one second. Okay. Oh, message. Okay, y'all. Hold on. Moderator, close it. Okay. Yeah, I have not been live. And like I said, I'm new to YouTube, so I had to check something out real quick. But anyway, so let's get back to it. So he's asking the agent. The agent says, I cannot give you that information for the person that's in this hotel. So what does KC do? He continues to play riddle me this with the agent. He's like, okay, well, I understand that, but I'm going to show you a map of the hotel and the floors, and I'm just going to go down to each floor. And when I get to the floor that Asanta might be on, can you go ahead and blink one time and let me know if he's on that floor? And the person is like, and then he's like, okay, I do one better. He was like, Casey was pulling out all the stops. He was like, okay, say hypothetically, if I was looking for somebody named Asanta, and he was in this hotel, and imagine that his wife is worried about him and the potential wife, and he's cheating on her and stuff. She just want to know that he's safe. Is it a way that you could just kind of point me in the direction and everything? So Casey is interrogating this dude, right, to get him to tell him where Asanta is. The dude already said that he cannot get the information, but Casey is going to continue to press forward. Casey acting like he on an episode of Cheaters, or like he is investigating off of CSI or something. He is going deep and riding hard for Renika for what? You know why it's for what? Because Love After Lockup is a syndicated show, right? And he knows this is going to get him publicity, and he also knows that maybe WeTV will come to him with a show idea or whatever. So KC is here for it. He don't care how foolish this sound. In his mind, he's probably like, this dude is up here with another woman. Why is she worried about it? KC don't care. He's like, this would be good publicity for me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the good publicity. So finally, the guy goes ahead and he says to Casey, he says, okay, if there was a person named Asanta Wink that is here at the hotel, he would be in room 403. I was like, sir, what? I thought that's private property. And then backtrack. When Casey, on a couple of episodes ago, Auntie had texted Casey and said, I know what you're trying to do. Stop playing on my phone because the place I'm at does not allow me to have towels and washcloths. Now, when he went into the hotel, it looked like a legit hotel. Like, what kind of hotel don't allow you to have towels and washcloths? It looked like that hotel would definitely provide you with that. So I don't know if they moved around or what happened. Anyway. Fast forward back up to this point. So finally the dude, Casey, gets us out of him. While Casey's in there talking to the agent, Renika decides, let me be a good mom, or a partial good mom, and call my daughters. She calls her daughters, bling, bling, bling. She gets them on FaceTime, and she's just like, hey, I don't see y'all. I see the ceiling, and they're laughing, giggling, whatever, you know, teenage do. So they get their selves on the screen, and they go ahead, and she's like, how y'all doing? How's school? I miss y'all, blah, blah, blah. The girls are like, school? Who needs to go to school? Right when the girls said that, I said, child, these girls probably skipping school, cutting school. Who even knows if they're going to school? You have not been a mother to them. You don't know what's going on. You run around Georgia after Asanta when you had two teenage girls, and teenage years are pivotal years. They are years when you're forming yourselves, when you're very impressionable about what's going on in the world, when you're feeling yourself, you're smelling yourself, you're growing up, things, you know, all types of stuff going on. So you have to be a on-time and hands-on parent at that point in a child's life. And Renika up here running around Georgia after a dude that don't want her. I don't get it. So the girls was just like, you know, who needs school? And Renika's like, you need school if you want to do anything in life and go anywhere and stuff like that. So then the one of the daughters said, so what's up with Asante? I said, Renika, please do not reveal your business to your daughters. Please don't do it. Do not do it. What did she do, y'all? What did she do? You know what she did. She went ahead and she started talking to the daughters about Asanta. She's like, oh, well, I had to hire a private eye and I had to do this and do that. And I'm like, child, these girls are, I think they're 13 and 15. Why are you revealing your crazy grown-up business to these girls, okay? And when she's telling them the business, she's talking about some, yeah, I had to hire a private eye because he disappeared, he left. One of the girls, well, they started laughing. And she was like, what are you laughing at? See, Renika, not only do you look foolish to us and we laughing, your own daughters is laughing at you, because before the girl responded, I was laughing. I was saying they laughing at you. And when the girl respond and say, we laughing at you. I was like, see, Renika, everybody knows you're foolish, even your own daughters. What else happened with them? Hold on, y'all. So, So Casey comes out, because ain't nothing really happened with her. Her storyline is really over, child. Casey comes out. He gets in the car and he tells Renika, he said he found Asanta. He's at room 403. Do you want me to go up there with you, or do you want to go by yourself? I know Casey was like, please let her say, let me go with her. Please let me say that. Because he wants to go ahead and get some footage of his own for his own show. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, no, I'm going to go by myself. I can handle it, you know. I'm gonna go by myself. And then they show Renika going up to 403, knocking on the door, and of course it cut off because I guess they have to try to preserve this girl on the show. And it's 5, and this is episode 5, and she don't have nothing else going on. They need to just go ahead and just, you know, dwindle her out, put her to the side, say thanks for coming, here's your little money, we done with it, because she ain't got nothing going on. And that was basically it with them. Nothing going on. She look crazy. She look a mess, and she need to go ahead and take her daughters, reverse that bond. And I know this is a year later, so we're talking as if it didn't already happen, right? Go back home, focus on her business. And she made a comment, right, and said Asante got me running around, taking the focus off of my daughters, taking the focus off of my business, my rap career, things like that. No, Asante don't have you doing that. You are doing that, okay? You are the one that's controlling the narrative of what's going on and what we're seeing. You decided to sign up for this show and run after this dude and know that he ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Asante. Because y'all know he's gone on. All right, y'all. Moving on to the next couple. Who I want to talk about? Who I want to talk about? Let's talk about Melissa and Louis. Melissa and Louis is the next couple. Every time I think about them, I laugh because Melissa is stuck in a time warp, y'all. Melissa is stuck in high school. She is stuck back 20 years ago, and she was that girl that was, not popular. And every time they show her high school picture, I'm like, woo. I'm like, girl, what was going on at that time in high school? Her hair was all, just square to the side of her face, and we all had crazy high school pictures, right? So she just seemed like the girl that they would throw eggs at and stuff, like they would play pranks on and stuff like that, like she wasn't with it. And Louis was one of the popular dudes, right? That she was probably sitting in the corner talking, oh my God, if I had one dream or wish, it would be to be with Louis. And finally, her wish came true, so she's with Louis at this point. So we get to them, we open up. Of course, y'all know they in the parking lot of the PO, because last week Louis went to go see his probation officer to find out the terms of his probation. When he came out, Miss Donna was there in a muumuu and a wooden spoon. Don't ask me why. She decided to leave the house in a muumuu and a wooden spoon and look crazy. See, Renika looking crazy on here, right? But Miss Donna, you are old enough. Why are you having yourself out here looking like this? I just don't get it. So we get to Louis is revealing if he's going to be paroled to Georgia or paroled to New Jersey. Louis wants to go to New Jersey because he already revealed that Georgia, the house Miss Donna is in, that he kind of lived in for a little bit, is a trigger. How he used to sell drugs out there, get drugs and stuff like that. So he would prefer to go to New Jersey. I can understand that. You want to walk the straight and narrow when you come out because you don't want to go back to the system. So I get that. Louis tells Donna's out there and she's like, so what did they say? And I'm like, Miss Donna, calm down. What's up with the aggression? What's up? So Louis says, and this is what he said. He said he can apply for an intersect compact, which means that, and as long as New Jersey accepts the intersect compact form, then he can parole to New Jersey. But he says it would take 45 days for them to see if they accept it. So the PO also told him if he had some family in New Jersey, and he said the PO pointed to the ring saying, getting married or whatever, then you would be able to get to New Jersey quicker. So Melissa perks up, right? Because this her dream come true. And she's like, well, let's settle. Let's get married. And then Donna is like, calm down, sunshine. Miss Donna says all these little terms to Melissa. She calls her sunshine, cupcake, bright, this and all this stuff, but it's never really a really positive when she say it. She said, calm down, sunshine. It don't work that way. It don't work that quick. You're not going to be marrying my son, basically. So, Donna yelling at him. She walking away and she talking about I got to get back to the house. I'm cooking. Are you coming? And I'm like, Lord, this lady is a nightmare. And I don't know if she putting 20 on 10 for the show, because the camera's rolling and people like to show off. But if she is showing off, then I apologize, Miss Donna. But what you presenting us right now is a nightmare. I would not even want to deal with Louis if you were the product of what I would have to deal with, because you're horrible. Louis talking about we coming over for dinner, but me and Melissa are going out on a date. And so what else? So they get back to the house, right? We see him at the house. And Miss Donna, when he says they're going out on a date, Miss Donna is walking away saying all type of nasty terms. She's like, well, y'all can take that date and shove it up your whatever, whatever. And I'm like, why does she have to be like that? So they get back to the house. We see Louis getting ready for their date, right? He got went to Kmart. And he got a little outfit, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong. Is Kmart still around? Sears, Macy's, wherever he went, right? But he got a little button up, you know what I'm saying? He said he gonna look nice. This is his first date with Melissa in the free world, so this is what he gonna do. You can see the tag on it, so just brought the shirt. Melissa probably just brought the shirt, you know, because he ain't got no job or nothing going on. And so Miss Donna comes in the room. We see her up in there telling us something. Do you need help? I said, help? This man is 40 years old, Miss Donna. Why the heck do you say, does he need help? And Louis was like, no, I got it. And she's like, are you sure? Let me tell you something. Pause. Boy moms, if you come across my video, if your son is not older yet, stop it now. Stop babying him. Raise him up to be a man that can stand on his own. Because he's going to have a wife one day. He's going to have a girl one day. And you, ma'am, are going to be replaced as the main woman in his life because he's now going to have to cleave to that wife or girlfriend or whoever. Mainly the wife. Stop being so intrusive. Stop being all up in his business, asking him, do we need this, do he need that? No, he's grown. Stop it. Boy moms, stop it. Coming from a wife who deals with a boy mom. Stop being so annoying. Stop it. And that's what Miss Donna is being. Very annoying. And I just do not understand. And because Louis tells her, he says, I know how to get dressed. And I'm like, duh. Louis been putting on his pants and his shirt and everything. Miss Donna, he knows how to dress himself. Really? Give yourself a little bit of credit for raising him to at least dress himself. So we see Melissa in the other room. She got in this black dress, right? And she says, Louis, can you come sit me up? That's my Melissa impression. You know, they from New Jersey and then she Italian, and they had that little tone about them that sounds nasally but also sounds northern. Like, I don't know how to do it, but whatever. So she so she asks Louis to zip up the dress for her, right? Louis goes into the room, he zips up the dress, and Donna comes out. She makes a comment about her outfit. She says, ooh, little short, isn't it? Miss Donna, mind your business, ma'am. Mind your business. Why the heck? This is a grown woman, right? If she want to wear a skirt all the way up to her hoo-ha, that's her prerogative, you know? And I would not have stayed in that house. I would have got a hotel. I'm not staying in Miss Donna's house because she nasty and I couldn't do it. So they all ready, right, to go out, and they are going dancing, right? Melissa and Louis is going dancing. And I've never been on a date where I went dancing, right? Maybe I might talk to my husband and be like, let's take some lessons. So they going dancing. I love it. Melissa is all giddy because y'all know she trapped in the time warp, right? She still thinks she in high school. So she's like, oh my God, this reminds me of prom. And I'm like, God, Melissa, you like 40-some years old. You need to come out of high school. High school is over. You didn't get the jock guy. You got Louis, who was the popular guy. But now, look, Louis got sunken in face. He was on drugs. He got 5 teeth in his mouth. Like, he not the same Louis from high school, girl. Move on. But she can't get over it. She can't get out of it. So she's like, I feel like I'm in high school. Louis says, well, you are going to the prom. And he gives her these corsages. Child, he went and got corsages. So not only is Melissa a little interesting, Louis is as well. So he goes. He presents her with the corsages. They put the little flowers on, stuff like that. They give Miss Donna their phone. They doing a prom pose, you know what I'm saying? I said, they are really acting like they are going to the prom. Miss Donna goes and adds in a little comment and says, nah, this ain't the prom because I know who we went to the prom with. And Melissa was like, who we go to the prom with? And she was like a very successful pediatrician, Kelly. Child, see, I would have got Miss Donna. I would have been like, you know what? You can talk all the trash you want to. But I am now standing on my own as a grown woman. I had my own success in my own way. And I'm actually adding to your son's life, which you didn't do. Like, I would have had to dig into her or something because she was way out of pocket. They get dressed up. they get to the dance studio, and the dance instructor is there. She introduced herself. She starts showing them the dance they're going to be doing. I forget which one they were going to be doing, but the dance instructor doing what she do. She's a young girl, pretty girl, whatever. She, excuse me, starts working with Louis first. So she working with Louis, she dancing with him and everything, and she's like, "Oh my God, Louis, you're such a natural." Melissa's sitting on to the sideline, and she up here talking about some, "What is this?" She said, "This is supposed to be our day." So the instructor tries to bring Melissa over to dance with Louis, right? Melissa, we find out at this point, has two left feet because the girl can't dance. She ain't got no rhythm, ain't nothing going on, okay? So the instructor then takes Louis again to show him some further moves to help them in their lesson. Melissa gets mad talking about some, "This is not a three-way date. This is supposed to be me and Louis. Why is the instructor being so extra?" She Google it and gaga over Louis. I said, "Melissa, don't nobody want Louis, okay? Don't nobody want his 8 teeth in his mouth with his convict self and the drugs and all. Don't nobody want that. Only one want that is you. Okay, the instructor is doing her job." So what else, y'all? Yeah, that's it with them. All they did was do their dance lessons and everything, and Melissa huffing and puffing and getting all mad and all that, instead of enjoying the moment of being out with him finally 20 years later. Moving on to the next couple, right? We are going to go to Jomi and Red. Ha ha. So Jomi and Red. It's one day until Red gets out of jail, right? Okay, so y'all know Jomi, she already went to where Red is from. She got on the plane. Y'all know she ain't had no money, right? So she pawned her family heirlooms, her grandmother's heirlooms. She pawned them to go meet up with Red, to go get him out of jail, the whole nine. And I'm like, Jomi, you crazy. She left her 3-year-old son back on the reserve. Y'all know she's Native American. They live on the reserve. She left the 3-year-old son back on the reserve with some family while she went to go see if she could make things pop with Red or whatever. So she gets there. She's at the hotel. When she's in the hotel, y'all, we see her and she's like, "Lord, please let this work out. Please let Red be everything he's going to be. Let me go meet with his family. Let him like me." She is going into full Shekinah glory prayer, y'all. She is on her knees, everything was standing up. So she goes and she calls an Uber. She leaves the hotel. She gets in the Uber. She goes to the mom's house. As soon as she sees the mom, they embrace, right? They're embracing, they're crying, they're happy to see each other. The mom says she has been interacting with Joy on Facebook for 5 years. So she's never met her in person, but she's been talking to her on Facebook and everything for 5 years. So she brings Joy in the house. She's showing Joy around the whole house and everything, showing him the baby pictures of Destiny and Red. Destiny is Red's sister. She goes downstairs and she shows her the basement and stuff where Red used to sneak in the house. And y'all, when I look down, I take notes. I take notes on the show because I want to stay on point and I don't want to miss nothing. So they at the house, they talking to everything. The mom of Red seems cool. She says that Red was not a bad guy. He wasn't a bad child growing up. He did hang out with some unsavory people that she did not like. And she believed because of hanging out with those people, he got in trouble, right? And she said one day she was chilling at the house and she got a phone call that Red had got arrested for robbery. And she was like, "Robbery?" And they're like, "Yes, ma'am, robbery." So this in tune landed him to be in jail initially, I think, for 4 years. But Red got in jail and was up in there cutting the fool and acting up. So Red ended up having to serve 7 years instead of 4 years. Okay. So she then tells us that their dad died when Red and Destiny was 5 and 6. So back in 99, the dad passed away. So she's been, raising them and what have you. Then we get Destiny. We get Miss Destiny that pops up on the scene, y'all. And I was here for Destiny. Because Destiny said, "I'm coming in and I'm going to share some stuff." So Destiny pops up. She comes in the house. She sees Joy and she's like, "Hey, girl, whatever," because they've been interacting on Facebook too, right? And so they're happy to see each other. Then they tell the mom they'll be right back. They're going to go outside for a minute. So her and Destiny go outside, right? We get outside and we see this white truck. And Joy is like, "Oh my gosh, the truck looks great." And so Joy then says in her confessionals, y'all, that she brought the truck for Red. Now, if y'all know from the past episodes, Jomi has spent $40,000 on Red so far since he's been locked up. Now, sidebar, what the heck you need in jail that costs $6,000. What is going? What? How many noodles you buying? I'm just like, what the heck is going on? How many socks and flip flops you need? 40K? I wish I would. I wish I would. Child bye. And then, as we saw in previous episodes, Jomi is living on a reserve, but she living in some trailer park looking home that don't look like it's up to par. We saw in the other episode she done fed her child hot dogs that wasn't even cooked yet. She just gave him a naked raw hot dog, and you spend 40K on the daggone carpet that you don't even know if y'all gonna be together when he get out or not. Girl, pawn the family heirlooms to get to the daggone place to go pick him up. I can't. So, anyway, they go outside, they see the truck. Joy tells us that she brought the truck for Red. Paid the sister $7,000 for the truck. Now, I'm like, is that added on to the 40K? Or is that something different? Paid $7,000 to the sister. The sister sold her the truck. Why the heck you buying this dude a daggone truck? Why you buying him a truck? Red said he went in jail when he was 19 years old, right? And I'm going to tell y'all how I know in a minute. He went in jail when he was 19 years old. Do we even have a license? Did he get his license? Yeah, you up here spending $7,000 on the truck. Child, you could use that $7,000 to go get a better house. And then her personal car that we saw her in is trash. But his car looked better than hers. Make it make sense, because it don't make sense to me. It wouldn't be me, wouldn't happen. So anyway, her and the sister sitting in the truck, right, and they talking. And so the sister says, hey, a couple of years ago, and this is what I mean by these reality shows may be a little fake and put their own spin on it, because her son is 3 and her sister is just now bringing up the son, her baby bump. She said, I saw a baby bump on Facebook. What's up with that? So Jomi was like, yeah, I got pregnant. I cheated on Ray while he was locked up. And the sister is like, wow. And Jomi tells the sister, well, it's his fault I cheated because he was in there. I said, what? So the sister was like, that's a decision you make. He didn't make you cheat on him. So not only, and then we gonna get to that in a minute. So Jomi gets mad at the sister and says, well, that's your opinion. I'm in this relationship with Red. I ain't gotta answer to you, blah, say blah. So Jomi got a little backbone in that truck and said, you know what, you're not about to do me. And I said, Jomi, you bold, because Miss Destiny looked like she'd smack a hole in the side of your face. So Jomi got out the truck, went back in the house. She go in the house, she like, and I'm like, why is she crying? So she get back in the house. The mom is sitting at the desk like, what the heck is going on? So she coming in. She says, I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to go get Red. I'm just ready to go. And the mom is like, what happened? And Destiny come up in there like, well, she cheated on Red, and I asked her about it. And the mom was like, you cheated on Red? She says, yeah. She says, yeah, I cheated on him, but, it was a mistake. And so the mom was like, oh, you cheated on him one time. Baby, get ready for this. No. She says, no, I cheated on him 3 times. And the mom is like, with the same man? She's like, no, 3 different men. Not only 3 different men, she don't even know who her son's father is. So that means, Joy, you was out there in them streets, hoeing it up with 3 different men. You don't even know who your child's father is. Where is Maury when you need him? We need a Maury episode on Joy right away, because we need to know who that baby father is, because it definitely ain't Red, because he was locked up. But the 3 dudes that she was funning with, she don't even know which one of the fathers is his. So the mother was like, looked at the sister and was like, why you ain't tell me? And the sister was like, I wanted her to come clean to you first. Like, I didn't want to come out and just spill the beans. So the mother then looks at Destiny and says, well, this is their business. If they choose to deal with each other, if Red chooses to deal with her, whatever, that's their business. Destiny, stay out of it. So Destiny was like, yeah, all right, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Destiny left, went in the living room. She said, Mom, you ready to go? Let's go. And they was all about to get in the car and go pick up Red. And I feel like that... I feel like the family and the person they're seeing should not go pick up the inmate together. That's just my opinion. I feel like it should be 2 separate visits, like how Chelsea and Mikey did. which is the next couple I'm about to talk about. Chelsea and Mikey, when she went to go pick Mikey up, she went by herself, picked up Mikey, and they went then to see his sisters at the family house, okay? So as we know, Chelsea is hearing impaired, right? So every time she comes on the screen, she's signing, right? And when she gets on the screen, I have to really pay attention. I be in the screen like, okay, let me make sure I don't miss nothing, right? And Chelsea, we know, we open up and they're in the hotel. So they're at the hotel, right? Mikey's been out already. Chelsea is in the room, and Mikey is coming from down the hall getting some coffee. He says that Chelsea fell sick. Now, if y'all watch the show, y'all know last episode when they pulled up at the hotel, Chelsea said that she wants to take things slow with Mikey. She is not giving up the hoo-ha, right? She's not giving it up to Mikey, right? She said, I want to take things slow. I want to do something different. Because we know Chelsea got 3 kids and she's been in all these abusive relationships. Men took advantage of her because of her disability. And so she says, I want to take things slow with Mikey. I'm not having sex with him. We got the rest of our lives to have sex, right? Pan over to Mikey last episode. Mikey was like, I can't wait to get in the room so I can rub all up on Chelsea and we can do you know. So Chelsea says, Mikey says it was a good night. So we pan over, Mikey getting a coffee. Mikey says in his confessionals, it was a good night with Chelsea. I rubbed up on her. We was a little affectionate and she got sick. Now, Miss Chelsea, I know, I ain't saying she faking, but I'm saying she faked. Because she was probably like, dang, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Mikey was probably like, man, I'm trying to get it in. It's late, you know, it's 3 o'clock. It's that hour, you know what I'm saying? And Chelsea was just like, oh my God, what can I do? What can I do? Oh, I know. Let me act like I'm sick. Chelsea was like, she said, I'm a faking sickness because I'm not about to sit up here and give up my hoo-ha yet. So Chelsea woke up. She said she was in sweats. You know, she had a messy bun on her head. And Mikey says, you know, well, here's some coffee. Maybe go take a shower and you'll feel better. Chelsea got up. She went in the bathroom to take a shower. Mikey calls his PO to see what has to happen for him to meet up with them. They said, come meet up with us today to find out the terms of your parole. Mikey is going to try to do the same thing like Louis is doing. Mikey wants to go and live in, hold up, y'all. This is why I write my notes down. In Ohio. I think that's where Chelsea lives at. In Ohio with Chelsea. So the parole officer says, come meet me today. Cool. So Chelsea says that she's scared, right? That the parole officer is going to tell him to stay in Kentucky. That they're going to tell him he can't leave the whole time of his parole. And so she's not going to be able to be with him, see him, all of that. So they go and meet up with the sisters at a breakfast spot, right? And the sisters are there. And Mikey and one of his sisters goes to the side and she's like, I'm just glad you're out and everything. But I'm concerned that this could be a lot. Like, what if you can't handle everything that's going on? You haven't been in the free world for 4 years. You had this new relationship, and then our mom has died. As we know, on the previous episodes, we found out that Mikey's mom died while he was locked up, and he felt guilty for that as well. In my opinion, Chelsea and Mikey seem like they are the most wholesome couple on the show. I really believe that they are here for one another, even throughout her disability, because Mikey loved her so much. He learned sign language in jail for her. I said, you know what? That's what's up. Because I'm going to tell you this. If I met a guy that was hearing impaired, I ain't about to learn sign language. I'm just telling you, straight up and down. I'm like, dude, read my lips. I'm not learning sign language. Now, I do kind of want to learn it just as a hobby or something to do, but that to me was real love because he learned a whole language for her so that he can properly communicate with her, and I think that was dope. That was dope. I just wouldn't have done it, but I think that was dope of him, you know. So right now I like Mikey, but we shall see. He better not do nothing crazy that makes me retract everything that I'm saying. So what else happened? So he says he went to the PO. Chelsea took him over there. The PO said that after 30 days, you can get a travel pass to go to Ohio. So in Kentucky, different states have different rules. So where he's at in Kentucky, they said after 30 days that you've been out, you can get a travel pass to go to Ohio, where you can apply for the compact intercept form that you can send, that you can go see if Ohio is going to accept it. If they accept it, then your new parole place will be Ohio, okay? And you'll be with Chelsea. They sit at the table. They go back to the table, Mikey and his sister. Oh, I forgot about this part before they got to the PO. They go back to the table and they're discussing, Mikey and Chelsea's relationship. Mikey says that we talked about marriage and we really want to be together like that because I gave her a promise ring when I came out. And it was like, a promise ring? Was it a promise ring or an engagement ring? So Chelsea shows her finger. It's a little circle, band. And Chelsea was just like, it's not an engagement ring. So Chelsea said that she wants Mikey to ask her father to have her hand in marriage, right? And so Mikey says, I guess he's going to do that. Then with the PO, we find out that yes, he has to wait 30 days, get the travel pass, go to Ohio, see if he can get it transferred to Ohio. And I think that was it for them. That was it for them. And we're going to move on to the last couple, y'all. And if y'all have not watched part one of this review, go to my channel, watch part one. On part one, I did Britney and Keyrox. Keyrox is the transgender man. Gosh, I hate saying these terms because I'm not sure if I'm right. He used to be a woman and now he's a man. Okay. Him and Britney was locked up together and now he's out and they're together. Okay. So that is that couple. They're a young couple. They're in Richmond, Virginia. So go watch part one and let me know what y'all think. And make sure you thumbs up it when you watch it. Last couple, which is the most annoying couple on this daggone show. Well, I don't know if it's Renika is the most annoying couple. These two are tied for neck and neck. It's Andy and Britney. Okay, so as y'all know, Britney just got out. She's the convict. Andy is the ex-police officer. Or so he says. I don't believe he's an ex-police officer. He don't act like an ex-police officer, but that's what he says. He's an ex-police officer, right? Why would an ex-police officer want to be with a convict when they know how convicts roll and inmates and stuff like that? But whatever. So, as y'all know, last week, Britney got in the car with her daughter, Gracie. Andy was doing a confessional with the producers. In the background, you see Britney going down the back steps with her bag in tow, getting in the car with her daughter, Gracie. Gracie is her oldest. She's 18 years old. She getting in the car with Gracie and driving off. Andy looks over the balcony and he's like, oh, wow, well, there she goes. I'm like, there she goes. I'm thinking last week, so what's going on? Is she done or what the heck is going on? So this week, we see Britney come back on the screen. They say 1 hour later. Y'all know what that's from. Y'all all right with me. She comes back to the hotel with her bag. She goes in the room and she picks up her phone and she's sitting on the bed and she just like this. Andy comes in the room. Andy's like, well, hey. I didn't think you was coming back. I mean, I saw you take your bag. Now, keep in mind, they a little country, right? They from down here in Georgia, okay? And the way he talks, y'all know who he sound like? If y'all saw Django, the guys that was on the horses that was trying to attack Django and the doctor he was with, he sounds just like them. That's the tone of voice, so y'all can understand how Andy sounds. But he was just like, hey, I saw you leave and you back. Everything okay? She said she had to go with Gracie to make sure that Gracie is okay. Because Britney has been in and out of jail, so she's finally out. She's been in for 2 years, and she has 4 kids. She left all 4 of her kids because she was selfish, and she got herself locked up. Because if you're a mom, you're going to do what's in the best interest of your kids. You're not going to be selfish. You're going to maybe want to at times, but a good mom is going to put the kids first, and she didn't. And now she wants to come out and act like she Mother Teresa judging Andy about how he is with his kids and the whole 9. So Gracie is having breakdowns and mental breaks and things like that. She's very dramatic, but she has a right to because she has not seen her mom in 2 years. Her mom has been in and out. She's been there front row. She's witnessing all of this trauma that Britney has been inflicting on her. So Britney went with her to try to talk her off the ledge, calm her down, things of that nature. My thing is this, Britney. Why did you come out and have to get with this man? Your daughter's 18 years old, right? Why couldn't you get with her and make a plan the whole time you were in there for when you get out? Y'all would get your own place. Britney, 18. She can go and get an apartment. I'm thinking her credit is straight. She probably ain't had no major stuff going on. Y'all could have worked on a plan to make sure that you get out and you reconnect with her and your other children. But no. You up in there meeting a trick that you want to run games on, right? And that's what Andy was for her. So Andy says that he was a little concerned. He asked her, "Is everything okay with Gracie?" She says, "Yeah." He says, "Is everything okay with you?" She says, "I mean, I'm getting there. I was just shocked at the way that you acted, because the last episode Andy was saying, these situations with your daughter and this area is a trigger for you to go back and start using drugs. I think we should get on the road and go to Rome. Rome is where Andy lives at, and Rome is where Britney is going to go live with him. So he's saying we should get on the road, go to Rome, so you don't have no relapses." And Britney act like that Andy was being inconsiderate. And so that's why she says it was childish of the way you acted from last week. So she says, "I'm good." And Andy says, "Well, I think we should get on the road and go to Rome. Are you, ready to do that?" And she says, "Well, yeah, we can head that way and see what happens." Y'all, Brittany don't want to go with this man. Let me tell y'all something. Brittany, what happened was she got out of jail. Andy probably had some filters on the videos and stuff while she was in jail. She got out of jail and she saw this dude that looked like the Marshmallow Man off of Ghostbusters. And she said, "Oh my God, ain't nobody trying to be with this roly-poly man who looked like he barely showers. He looks disgusting, in my opinion. His shirt's always really stretched out, and he got his belly. It's just a lot going on with him. He's gray up here in the face. He got the glasses on. He looks like he looks horrible. I don't even know what to say." And so I think Brittany was just like, ugh, seeing him in real life is different from seeing him over the video. So Andy calls Barry, which is his son, that's been riding along with him the whole time for all these days he's been chilling and handling Brittany's stuff, right? So he says, "Hey, Barry, are you packed up?" Barry's in another room. Barry says, "Yes, I'm packed up." Barry is like, "I'm over it. I'm ready to go. Y'all old people getting on my nerves." Barry is 17, and that's Andy's son. So Barry says, "I'm ready." And Andy's on the phone with him in front of Brittany. He said, "Yeah, well, Brittany just had a moment. She's back." We about to get ready to go to Rome. So they get in the car, they driving to Rome and everything, and Brittany just looks so depressed looking out the window. She's just like, and let me tell y'all something. A part of me understood because certain parts, right? Like, I'm from DC, right? Love DC, shout out to DC, right? But I now currently live in Georgia, and there are certain parts of Georgia that you go into that I ride through all the time to get to where I'm going. And I'm like, child, I could never live out here. It is boring, or it looks boring. I'm thinking that's how Rome is. I'm thinking Brittany is like, I'm going over to Rome. I don't know this place. I don't know no people. I don't have no friends. I don't have nobody but Andy. Could you imagine just having Andy as your person going over to this place you do not know nothing about? And it looks boring. It looks so boring, but whatever. So they drive, they pull up to the house. Andy is like, we're almost at the house. They pull up to the house. Now, episodes ago, we saw Andy live in a trailer. The place they pulled up to was totally different. It was not the same place. This was a house. And I said, well, Dad, when did he buy the house? I don't understand that. So, well, hold on, y'all. Lost my train of thought. Okay, so they pull up to the house. They get in the house. Andy is like, welcome home. He's showing her around the house. Soon as they go in the house, Barry says, "You know what? Y'all have got on my nerves for days, and I'm gonna go lay down." Barry goes in his room and lay down. This is why I think this is not Andy's house and it's an Airbnb. Because when Barry went in that room, now I don't know if Barry lives with Andy, but when he went in the room where he claims is his room to go lay down at, only thing was in there was a couch. Barry laid down on the couch. He's a teenager. We know teenagers, the room didn't look lived in. It didn't have nothing on the walls. It didn't have nothing going on. It just had a couch up in there. Barry put the head over his face, and he was laid down on the couch. I'm just like, what in the world? Anyway, and he goes around. He's showing her where everything is at. And this Britney face, it's nice, I guess. I'm like, you know what? Every season I watch this show, right? I'm like, these inmates are so ungrateful. They come out and think they supposed to have this grand luxury experience, right? And it's probably the fault of the free people, because the free people probably selling them all this stuff that's not really true in real life, right? But at the end of the day, don't sit up here and turn up your nose, ma'am. It's better than that jail cell you was living in, okay? Anyway, I don't like Andy and I don't like Brittany, but I'm thinking I don't like Brittany more than Andy. Whatever. We'll see. Because Andy did all he was worried about with Britney, since we've seen them since she came out, was getting himself some booty. And Britney was not attracted to him, and she is not giving up the hoo-ha yet. And Andy is just like, man, when am I going to get it wet? You know what I'm saying? Brittany's just like, nah, she always making up something. Oh, this is too much. I'm just getting out, blah, 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 blah. And we already know most inmates, when they first get out, we've seen men and women on this show, couple of things they want to do when they get out. They want to get something to eat, and they want to have some sex. That's the thing they want to do. And only way it don't happen is if they're not attracted to the person. And I have seen that maybe with 2 couples since I've been watching these shows. So yeah, that's what that was about. So he finished showing her around. And Brittany says, when he gets to their room, y'all, this how I know this was an Airbnb and this was not his house. He gets to his room. Now, Brandy, I put their names together. Andy is a curvaceous plus size dude, okay? And I don't have no problem with that. I love me a thicker man, right? Always been that way. My husband's a thicker guy. Nothing wrong with that. But one thing that we do, because we both curvy over here, we have a king size bed, okay? That's what we do. We ain't fooling nobody up in here to think that we're going to fit in some full-size bed. Y'all, why did Andy room have a full-size bed? Andy plus size and Brittany plus size. I said, who the heck is sleeping in that bed? I said, this is an Airbnb. This ain't freaking Andy's house. Because if it was my house, even if I ain't have nobody, I would have still had at least a queen size. You know what I'm saying? If it was just me, he got daggone full-size bed. And I said, ain't both of y'all not sleeping in there. And first of all, I want WeTV to record it if they do both get in that bed, because we need to see it. That need to go on Ripley's Believe It or Not, because I don't believe it. I need to see it for myself. So Brittany goes and tells him, you know, everything's nice, blah, blah, blah. But she says, you know what? I would feel more comfortable sleeping in the guest room. She says, I'm not going to leave, but I want to sleep in the guest room. And Andy was like, okay. He was thinking in his head, I ain't going to have no sex again. I said, nope. Brittany said, I ain't giving you nada, nothing. So she says, I'm sleeping in the guest room. So Andy's like, all right, whatever makes you feel comfortable. So then they go back and she sits on the couch and she's holding this pillow. And when she's holding the pillow, she looks like at any moment she's going to scream and have a mental break. She really does look like she's going through it, right? And so Barry gets up right after his nap. He said he took a nap. Barry took 10-minute nap. I said, what kind of nap was that? So Barry says, hey, I'm about to go, well, before he comes out the room, Andy is standing there. Brittany's sitting on the couch. She holding her pillow. Andy's standing there. And she's like, he's like, do you want me to order you some food, or you want me to make you something, whatever? And Brittany is like, no, I'm good. She's like, Barry's chilling. I'm chilling. You the only one that's standing there. And he was standing there looking weird. Like, why are you standing there watching this lady do? Go find something to do. She said, you need to chill too. So Andy says, I'm going to go chill. He sits on the couch and he still looks awkward and out of place. Like he wants to look over and watch her breathe in and out or something. Really weird. So Barry gets up and he says, hey, I'm going to go kick it with some friends. He's probably like, I don't want to be around y'all no more. Y'all done got on my nerves for the last time. I'm going to go kick it with some friends. So Andy says, okay, son, we'll have fun, be safe. And Andy gets up to give him a hug, talking about, I love you, son, and all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, yada, yada. So Barry goes, and when Barry leaves, that's when Andy asks Brittany, is she okay? She says, I feel awkward. I don't feel at home. I feel out of place. She says, do you have any aspirin? And this is why I further think it's an Airbnb, because Andy was like, well, I don't know if I have any aspirin or not. Dude, if it's my house, I know what kind of drugs I got up in there, okay? So he goes looking in the kitchen and everywhere, and he does not find anything, of course. And she says she doesn't feel comfortable, and he says, well, it's going to take some time and things like that. Brittany don't want to be there, y'all. She just went along with it because in her confessional she said she did not trust herself to be left by herself where she's from, because she is a former addict and she was in fear she might use. Now y'all know Andy, when she first got out, Andy gave her $500, a cell phone, and some other little bells and whistles and perks. So if she hasn't spent the money yet, that $500 probably burned a hole in her pocket, and she probably having withdrawal symptoms or whatever's going on, and all of this that's been happening is probably making her want to go act up, right? So y'all, that was it with them. Let me see, make sure I ain't leave nothing out. Yeah. And y'all, Barry, in my opinion, did not go hang out with no friends. I think Barry went to go to the sister's house because on another episode, Barry called the sisters and filled them in with what was going on with their dad, Andy. And he's saying, yep, Britney left. The last episode when Britney left, he couldn't wait to get to his room and call the sisters. I think he went over to sister's house now to go give them the skinny on what happened for the past couple of days. And they sitting around having a good kiki and kaka over some cookies and milk. You can't tell me that's not where Barry went because ain't no way he told somebody going to a friend's house. Yeah, right. You going to them sister houses so y'all can talk about how stupid y'all dad look out in these streets. I'm telling y'all. So word on the curb is that they not even together no more, right? Because y'all know this was shot a year ago, and I'm not surprised. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. So check out Geo Malik on YouTube. Shout out to Geo. Go to Geo Malik's page. He did an interview with Red. And his it's spelled G-O, I think, hyphen Malik. But if you look it up in the search bar, maybe you'll find it. He did a interview last night with Red, and Red revealed some stuff, y'all. He couldn't reveal a whole lot, but one thing he did say is he got locked up when he was 19. That's how I knew that he was 19 when he got locked up. So he actually is now 30. So yeah, he actually been in jail for 10 years, I think. For 10 years. And then y'all know Joy and Red, they've never seen each other. So this Friday's episode is when Red is going to be released and they're finally going to see each other in person. They've been talking for 7 years and they have never seen each other before, y'all. Y'all couldn't be me. But y'all, that's the end of my part 2 review. Thank you all for coming, for watching, for kikiing and kakan with me. If y'all are not a subscriber of my channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment which couple you feel like is really ridiculous, is crazy. Comment if y'all watch the show. Comment if y'all going to start watching the show. You can even comment, hey girl, I like your earrings. If you want to do that, whatever you want to comment, go ahead and get it popping in the chat. I'm probably going to start doing live videos after each episode because y'all, I have tried to load up part 2 of my review, which I pre-recorded. It's been like 2 days. I've been trying to load it up, and some type of way on YouTube, it's not allowing me to do so. I don't know what that's about, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get that rectified. You know, I'm new in the YouTube streets, you know, so I got to learn a lot. I got to learn a lot of media stuff, you know. I came along when social media first hit the market. When the web first came out, I remember, I think I was like 19 or something like that. I'm now 41, right? I've been around social media. I've been around it, but as it grows and it evolves, I'm trying to keep up with the evolving, but it's going so quick that I need to take classes and I need digital content creators to contact me and mentor me and help me out. So if you come across my video and you know ways to help me execute and upload my videos quicker, how to add some life and everything to my videos, go ahead and reach out to me, comment and say, hey, I can help or whatever, and we can interact and exchange information. I have various other content on my channel. Go ahead and watch that content. Go ahead and subscribe, and I am so excited, y'all. I'm at 95 subscribers. When I started my channel, I had seven subscribers, and I've only been doing this channel now for, I want to say 3 months, 3 or 4 months. And so I'm happy. I'm glad God is going to grow this channel organically. I ain't buying no subscribers. I ain't begging and pleading nobody. If you rock with me, you rock with me. And that's what it's going to be. So I absolutely love what is happening. And I want y'all to be a part of it too. So go ahead and subscribe. And I will see y'all next week and throughout the weeks when I add content and everything, shorts and things like that. I'll see y'all during those times as well, y'all. So, but for the review, I will see y'all next week, and I'm going to start coming live. So make sure you're here and make sure you interact with the live. I love y'all to pieces. May y'all have a blessed and beautiful Wednesday. And until we meet again, y'all, bye now.